Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So just real quick, I wanted to give you guys a quick combo video on my zombie deck. Just about to put together my Shadell Dino deck actually. So now that my cross sheets finally came in the mail. But anyway, with zombies I just wanted to show you guys a couple test hands like I normally do. If you haven't checked out the deck profile yet, I'll just be sure to post the link in the description down below. And yeah, that's generally it. So zombies has got a really interesting strategy. It revolves around a control strategy as well as an aggression strategy, depending on the direction you want to go with. And of course, this deck includes the new Jack of Bolon card, which is an amazing extender for this deck. And it's actually something that the deck needed. So I'm really glad that they finally released this card. It's really fun to use, especially whenever I see it. So yeah, really good deck, especially for this format. I definitely recommend trying this deck out if you haven't already. And I'll just let you guys figure it out from there. Alright, so let's see what our opening hand looks like. Okay, we got Ghost Veil, so it's a really good way to dodge cards like DD Crow and Called by the Grave, because that's usually what this deck's weakness is. Okay, Ash Blossom, another good form of disruption. Oh, nice. Foolish Burial right off the bat. So if I see that, I definitely know what I want to send, but let's see what we draw into first. Okay, Vampire Frontline is not a bad card to start with either. Okay, so last but not least, we got Necroworld Banshee. And honestly, I wouldn't mind normal summoning this card just to banish it in order to get access to my Zombie World right away. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll normal summon Necroworld Banshee, and of course, you already know what she does. She essentially allows you to give you instant access to Zombie World by banishing her off the field or in the grave, so we'll do that. Activate her effect, banish, and then of course you're going to play your Zombie World. One thing that I do like about this effect is that, like let's say your opponent happened to have Nat Beast out. They can't Nat Beast because it's activating directly from the deck, and it's part of an effect, so it's like, yeah, they can't really negate the activation of Zombie World this way, so yeah. Okay, next, you pretty much just activate the Foolish Burial, and then just send Globe Bloom. So yeah, like so, and then his effect will trigger off, banish itself to special summon a level 5 or higher zombie monster since we do have Zombie World out. And of course, I'm always going to go for the Doom King Ballard Drock. So, and the neat thing is right now is that because, you know, we have two hand traps, both zombie monsters, you basically get to get an additional form of disruption thanks to Doom King Ballard Drock. So like, you pretty much just end your turn just like this because, again, this deck's not built on spamming a lot of monsters. You're mostly going to take advantage of the disruptions that this deck can offer. So, like, at any given point, your opponent decides to do a search or a special summon from the deck. You play Ash, you know, and if your opponent has something on the field, you can use this effect to banish one monster on your opponent side of the field or in the graveyard. So that's just a good way to do it. And another thing is that if at any given point your opponent tries to do something else, like let's say try to revive a card from the graveyard, you can Ghost Spell, and just like, yeah, it's just a good way to do that. And of course, if your opponent even attempts to attack this monster, you can just special summon the Vampire Frontline. That way you can just give it a neat power boost and so on. So like, the deck is just like nuts this way. It's like, it can do so much with so little cards. It's like, that's one of the cool things about the zombies. So, let me go and reshuffle my deck real quick. And let's see what else we can get. Now keep in mind, this deck does have some flaws. Because of Zombie World being how reliant this deck is of it, that card is very vulnerable to spot removal, like Cosmic Cyclone, Twin Twister, so you gotta be able to like watch out for that and be prepared for that. Even though my hand was pretty decent, it wasn't the best hand. So like, you gotta like just know like how to work with what you got and try to do the best of what you can. So let's see what we get this time around. And hopefully I can do much better, you know, like with the combos. Because usually I like to do some really cool combos with this deck, so yeah. Alright, so new opening hand is, okay, Zombie Roll right off the bat, so that's neat. Okay, Doom King, that's bad. Okay, so not all bad now that I have Unit Zombie, so that really helps. Oh, sweet, I got Reverie of the Warlords. Alright, so one more card. Okay, Shiranui Solitaire, that's perfectly fine. Honestly, I can make do with that. It'd be a good card to start next turn. So for sure, I'm going to go ahead and activate the Zombie World. And then I'm going to activate Unizombie. Or not activate, but normal summon Unizombie. And I'm going to go and use this effect now to ditch a zombie to the grave. You can either go with Mizuki or another Necroworld Banshee if you're scared that you're going to lose the Zombie World. It doesn't really matter which one. Again, it really depends on what your matchup is and how well you go about it. If anything, I'm just going to go ahead and... Or actually, even, you can also go for the Globe Bloom if you want to. But in this case, let's just go for the Mizuki. Only because, like, Doom King Ballard Drock brings himself back anyway. And then we're going to go ahead and activate Unizombie's effect again. This time we're going to go ahead and discard the Doom King Ballard Drock. Just so we can, you know, target himself. He gets an additional level. Next up, you're going to banish the Mizuki from the grave to special summon your Doom King. And then you're going to go and link off these two guys together. Make your Vampire Sucker or Vendrit's Savior. It really doesn't matter which one. If anything, I'm going to go with Vampire Sucker. That way next turn I get a free draw. And so on and so on. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and set my Rivalry of the Warlords. And just kind of like end my turn right there. Next turn, your opponent draws on his standby phase. Doom King Balladrug will bring himself back in defense mode. That'll trigger Vampire Sucker's effect where you can draw one card. Okay, another Mizuki, that's fine. Honestly, I'm always okay with Mizukis because like next turn I could actually normal summon the Solitaire, get access to another Unizombie, just so I can discard this, and so on and so on. And if at any given point your opponent summons one monster out on the field, you just bring that Rivalry of the Warlords. Because Zombie World's on the field, everything becomes zombie. He'll be locked into zombie. So like Rivalry of the Warlords really becomes nasty with this deck. Now, of course, if you do have Rivalry out, you cannot use Super Poly to go into Dragon Negro because that monster's base typing is Dragon. It's not a zombie. If it was zombie, that would be awesome. But luckily, you can go into some of your Synchro monsters, thankfully. So that's a plus. So yeah, your next turn, you play this, you tribute it, go into Unizombie again. Unizombie effect, we're going to go ahead and... Actually, let me spread my cards out a little bit more. Okay, that way everything should be in the right zones. Yeah, so you discard your Mizuki, you know, just target your Doom King, it doesn't really matter. Unizombie effect again, we're going to go ahead and send Glow Bloom into the grave. Effect to banish itself. You can go for another Doom King if you want to, or you can go Vampire Furline. Really wouldn't matter which, but if anything, if I'm just going to want to OTK my opponent, just get out your Doom Kings as fast as you can. Alright, so at that point, you know, we've pretty much targeted Doom King once, or actually twice rather. So now I'm just going to go and banish the Mizuki, special summon back my Shiranui Solitaire, Synchro for the Red Eye Zombie Necro, because we are locked into zombies now thanks to Glow Bloom, so I can't really summon any of my other Synchro monsters. But that's fine. You can switch your Doom King into attack mode. And yeah, this board by itself is usually enough just to win you the game. And at any given time, if your opponent miraculously survived this, you could use Sucker's effect, bring back a monster from his graveyard just to get another draw. So yeah, that's just how this deck really plays. It's like, it's slower, but it's definitely something that you shouldn't really underestimate. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys, you know, how this deck generally plays, just so you guys have an idea how zombies play in general. And yeah, eventually I might try rebuilding the Danger variant just to see like what else I could do with it, because there's some other ideas I wanted to try. But for now, I think I might play it the way it is for now, just see how far I can get with it. But who knows? Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I will catch you guys again next time.